Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Richardson going right to the air. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. The Colts at 9-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down. Here's Richardson. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Stroud off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up the 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Take a look at the defense for these Texans. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? When they saw it last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Swift. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Richardson off the play fake. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Will Jefferson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he hauls it in for the Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter. And we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Stroud looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What a great coach. It's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stroud will look to throw once more. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium.
Touchdown, Colts! Jelani Woods, 36 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is good. And that makes the score 13-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Play action. Stroud now. That is caught by Dell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5. Give left side for Pierce. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue Don't let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
There's a whole defensive back. I'm not almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. First and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Richardson. That complete to Downs. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they run the option here on first and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point, and the game is up and good. The lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. In motion right, that's Dell. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, here's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Third and 1, Stroud. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Just too much air on the ball. That's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Stroud working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here goes Stroud again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Richardson working from the gun. This pass caught. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jelani Woods, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Gaines, up and good. They'll take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And Stroud now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's on his way. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run with Swift. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
One more time with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. There, Richardson back to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Dio Dangbo there to make the play defensively.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Swift. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are right back in this football game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for Colts TD. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. The Texans on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And they'll hand off to Hull. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for the first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Stroud coming right back after the pick 6. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. There he goes left side. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Street, Mustang 19, 7 Pirates. Hurry.
They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Stroud to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.